The ICF has a global statistic that says that 82% of coaching businesses will fail in the first 2 years. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why that's such a high percentage of coaches that fail and how you can be one that doesn't. Hello, I'm Sarah Short. Welcome to the Coaching Revolution's YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video from us about how to build a coaching business that's financially and emotionally fulfilling. So you get your coaching qualification, you study for months and or years to get this professional qualification, and when you finished it, when we all finished our qualifications, we had an absolute burning passion to coach for a living. We left our coach training organisations with a shiny certificate and a song in our hearts, and we set off to start our coaching businesses. 2 years down the line, more than 8 out of 10 coaches, their businesses will have failed. Now, what I know to be true now that I didn't know when I started the coaching revolution is that it isn't that coaches start a business, everything's going swimmingly, and then something goes wrong around the 20 to 24 months mark and that it all falls to bits. What it actually is that 2 years is about as long as somebody can sustain emotionally or financially before they just give up. It's not working, and they go back to work for somebody else. Let me explain to you what it is that's going on in that 2 years and how to avoid falling into the trap. Coach training schools provide you with a qualification and a skill that says you can coach. Coaching is the skill that you use when you are sitting in front of your client. It is the delivery side of your business. Now, if you imagine an old-fashioned weighing scale, the sort of thing that your granny might have had, where you have something on this side of the scale and you have something on this side of the scale, and what you put on one side has to equal the other for the scale to be in balance, well, so it is with your coaching business. On this side of the scale are the skills that you use for the delivery side of your business. So that's your coaching qualification and any practitioner certificates or facilitation certificates or anything that you use when you're sitting in front of your client. On this side of your weighing scale are the skills that you need to create the opportunities to do that delivery. And these are business development skills, and in particular, marketing skills and sales skills. Now, most coaches either don't know this side of their scale exists at all, or if they do, they're very uncomfortable about the idea of marketing or selling. They feel like they're marketing and selling themselves rather than realizing that what they're doing is marketing and selling their professional services business. So Coach Training School provides you with the skills that go on this side of your scale. They very rarely provide anything other than the briefest nod at the skills that need to go on this side. And make no mistake, these are 50% on each side. 50% delivery skills, 50% skills to create the opportunities to do that delivery. So Coach Training School is very heavily focused on this side. And to be fair to them, that's their job. Their job as a training provider is to have, well, their KPI, their key performance indicator, will be to have this many students in on day one and this many students finish the qualification successfully. What they want is for those two numbers to be as close together as possible, preferably the same number. And that's them having ticked their key performance indicator box. What happens to you after you finish your qualification isn't anything to do with your training provider. In the same way that what you did with your degree was up to you, what you did with the qualifications you got at high school was up to you, Training providers are not responsible for what happens to you afterwards. However, some training providers will do a brief nod at business development. So what they say usually is deliver strategy sessions for free. So a strategy session is an hour where you sit, half an hour where you sit down with a potential client and help them set some goals. I've heard them called strategy sessions, discovery sessions, chemistry sessions, but we're all talking about the same thing here, the free coaching session that you deliver as a way of demonstrating value to your potential client. So coach training schools say, deliver strategy sessions, make them wonderful, and the person that you've coached will want to pay you to reach the goals that you've discussed. Now, it doesn't take very many strategy sessions before you realise that actually, as one of your only ways of gaining clients, delivering free sessions is a poor strategy. Because, well, it's poor when it's the only one or one of two. And the reason it's poor is that you have to deliver a lot of strategy sessions to get enough clients to actually cover your financial bases. The other piece of advice that coach training schools will often give is for you to network. Now that sounds like really good advice. Network, talk to as many people as possible about your business. Now the problem with that is that if you're networking without a strategy, all you do is spend lots and lots of money on attending every possible networking event in your local area, or in the past 12 months, 18 months, online networking. You can spend an awful lot of money. You turn up at a networking event, you talk to people about how you can help them reach their goals and overcome limiting beliefs and mental barriers, and nobody's interested. And if you've been to a number of networking events, you will know as well as I do, invariably there are more than 2 or 3 coaches at each event. They're pretty much all saying the same thing, and nobody seems to want to talk to them. So if those are the 2 strategies that you've been given that feel like good advice when you leave your coach training school, then those are the strategies you're going to implement. Some people can implement those for 2 years before they lose the will to continue. Others run out of money or energy well before that 2-year limit is reached. However, what coaches do, and it's really interesting because it doesn't matter where in the world coaches are, they all seem to have this same idea, is when they're struggling to find clients who want to pay them, what they think is, I know, I'm going to take another qualification, practitioner certificate, facilitation certificate, NLP. I'm going to take something else to add to this side of my business so that I can provide even more value to my clients. The piece that they forget is that you can't provide value to clients that you don't have. And so coaches all over the world pour money onto this one half of the scale. And this side of the scale gets heavier and heavier. And this side, the side where the skills are lacking, gets lighter and lighter comparatively. And in the end, you can spend so much money on this one side of your business, and unless you have skills on this side too, it won't make any difference. Some of the best coaches that I know have got umpteen qualifications, and they never succeeded in creating their coaching business because they neglected this side of the business, the side that gives you the skills to create the opportunities to do that delivery. Without skills on this side of your scale, you will not succeed, and you will become one of the 82% that fail. This side of the business is where the coaching revolution focuses. This is our core product. This is what we do the best, and our coaches don't fail. See you in the next video. Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a single episode. I really look forward to helping you thrive in your coaching business.